Hey guys, I'm Deepthi Desikan, and in this video we're going to be talking about some makeup products that would be perfect in a beginner's makeup kit. So this was a requested video on my channel and I've tried to include really affordable products in this video, mostly under rupees 300. So let's get started. Firstly, for primer, I'm going to be talking about this Mass Hydro Grip Primer. Now this is a very nice tacky primer that holds on to your makeup really well. It also adds a really nice subtle glow to your skin, and the makeup adheres on really well to it, but it doesn't go on patchy when you blend it at all. And this is one of my favorite primers from the affordable range. And then if you want a more pore filling primer, this is the absolute best pore filling primer I've tried out. I feel like this is a really good dupe for the Benefit Professional Primer, and I feel like it's even better than that given the price point. You do get very little quantity of this, but a little goes a long way, and it's not something that I feel like you would use all over your face, but more so concentrated towards your T-zone or wherever you feel like you have large visible pores. And it's a very good pore filling primer. This one is from Insight, and this retails for I think 110 rupees or something like that. I'm not sure if they've changed the packaging or they just still have the same packaging, but this is a really nice affordable pore filling primer. And if you also wanted to add a little bit of glow, you can try out these two products from Mass Cosmetics. This one is the Mass Hydra Glow Primer, and this one is the Mass God's Glow Primer. This one adds just like a nice dewiness to your skin without a lot of shimmer particles to your skin. This one does add a tiny bit of shimmer particles to your skin, but you cannot see it as much. Like if you come really close and really like zoom into your skin, only then can you notice it visibly. But otherwise, these are really good products to add a little bit of glow. Little goes a long way. As you guys can see in the demo, I just took like one full drop of this one and it just makes my face look a little too oily. So just make sure to use these with a very light hand. And another product that is really nice to add a subtle glow to your skin is this Swiss Beauty Real Makeup Base Highlighting Primer. This is not a dupe for the MAC Strobe Cream. The shimmer particles in this are a little bit large and they are a little more visible, but once you apply it on your face and then you apply like a foundation or a BB cream, it's not as visible, and the shimmer particles are not very closely packed, so they are dispersed evenly and they don't look like too much on your face. So this is a really nice product if you wanted to add a glow. This one is in the variant Golden-Tint, and I feel like there are not a lot of strobe creams available in the very affordable market, and this one is pretty good. Like the ones that I have tried out, they either turn out to be very silver looking on my skin, or they don't add any glow at all, or they're just a little too shimmery for my liking. So this one is a pretty good purchase if you are just a beginner, you're just starting out and trying out makeup. And then for base products, let me talk about the Mass BB cream. I have this one in two shades, I think medium and tan, and I'm not sure what are the shades because it's not mentioned on the product, but I have to mix both of this because one is too dark and one is too yellow and light for my skin. So I do have to mix both of this. The reason I'm recommending this BB cream is because one, it is super affordable, but it doesn't look like that at all on your skin. You can keep this coverage to like light coverage, just like skin, or light medium, or you can even build it to medium coverage. And this looks like a nice medium coverage foundation on your skin. It adds a subtle glow to your skin as well. Once you set it with powder, the glow actually does disappear. So irrespective of your skin type, you can try this BB cream out, and I think you would really like this one. So yeah, the Mass BB cream, I think from affordable, high-end and everything, this is one of my favorite BB creams to use. And there are not a lot of BB creams in the market that look like this on my skin. It doesn't cake up, it doesn't cling on to any dry patches, so I absolutely love this. So if you're someone who's just started out makeup, or you're just like, going to college and work or whatever, and you want very light coverage, you can use it like that as well, or you can build on it like I mentioned. And now a really good affordable foundation that has a little bit more coverage and of a thicker consistency than the Mass BB cream. This one is the Miss Claire Everyday Foundation. Again, I have to use this in two shades, medium beige. I have the shade Beige, which I feel like is a little too light, and I also use the shade Caramel, which is a little too yellow for my skin. So again, I'll have to mix up both of this, and even then I don't get it to be my perfect match. I have to end up concealing and everything, but the finish of this foundation is really good, and the coverage it gives is amazing. The blendability of this is really nice. You can use this with a sponge, you can use this with a brush, and it just overall looks really nice. It does again have a subtle glowy finish, but if you use like more matte products underneath it, it wouldn't look like that. And then speaking of concealer, my favorite affordable concealer is the Insight HD concealer. This has really good coverage. It's like medium high coverage, and it looks again like a high-end concealer when you apply it, when you blend it. There are not a lot of shades, but they have pretty decent shade options, and mostly something that is more warm toned in my opinion. And I have this one in the shade, I think MN20. I'm not sure of the shade that I have in this one. It is a little bit yellow and it does oxidize, but once I'm done with my makeup, I don't see it to be that way. Now when you look at my makeup through this camera is something that adds a little bit more yellowness to my skin, a little bit more warmth. I am looking at switching this out, but yeah, in real it doesn't look as stark yellow, and it has really good coverage, blends beautifully. It also has a pretty decent wear time. Now, if you have very dry under eye area, I don't think you would really like this. You would like to try out a more emollient concealer like this one. This is also from Insight. This one is their HD concealer palette. I absolutely love this. I like the color corrector shade. It is not too orange. It like subtly corrects as well as conceals my under eye area, and you have really good shades right here. You can also use this for bronzing, contouring and all of that. This has a little bit of an oil slick to it. So I would recommend this more for dry skin, and especially for winter time, not so much during the summer months. You can see that slick that this product has, and when you apply it on your under eye area, you can see a little bit of oiliness peeking through. So you can also mix this one with that Insight concealer and make it of a custom finish of your choice. And then to set all of this in place, I really like the Insight Banana Loose Powder. This is a really nice lightweight loose powder. It doesn't have that stark yellowness to it. It brightens your under eye area up. It sets the concealer in place really well without making it look extremely cakey. I'm not someone who has like very oily under eye area, but nor is it too drying. So I absolutely love this one, and I reach out for this one so much. And it just is so nice and lightweight and finely milled. But if you want a more pressed version of this, I think you can try out the Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder. I have this one in some shade which is not a perfect match for me, but they have a lot of shade options right now available. They have transparent and a lot of other shade options. You can try it out. It's again really nice and lightweight, and it's a pressed powder. So if you are on the lookout for that, you can try it out. And now if you are asking me for compact, I'm not a very big compact person. I don't really use a lot of compact powders on my face, but I'm sure you would find a lot of affordable options if you check up online. And then to bronze my skin, I like to use this iTex Dazzler foundation stick. This one is in the shade Dusky FS2. This is more of a warm bronzer shade. It's what I have on my face right now. So this I wouldn't recommend for people like if you want to contour your skin, because it doesn't add that shadow effect to your face. But it's a really nice pigmented product. It blends pretty well. It is a little bit stiff, but it's not something that is extremely hard to blend, and it's not something that goes on patchy. I have the same thing in the shade Contour FS2, which I apply right before my foundation, and this is a little bit more dark, and this has subtle cooler hints to it. So this is something you can use if you have a deeper skin tone than I do as well, and these are really good products. And then for blush, I have a couple of blush recommendations right here. This one is the Insight blush. This is in Dusty Rose, and this is in Strawberry Drip. These are more dewy blushes. They're not matte as such, but I really like this for that dewiness, and you don't really even have to use a highlight on top of this. It just makes your makeup just look really nice and dewy. And these are not the most long lasting blushes, but I really like them, especially for the price, and you get a lot of shade options in this. I am someone who I like a little bit more dewiness to my skin because I have normal skin type. But if you want a matte blush, you can try out this palette from Swiss Beauty. This one is their Cheekaboo palette, and this is in the variant 02. All of these work out really well. So you have a really nice contour shade which works in contouring as well as adding a subtle amount of warmth to your skin. This blush is really nice. It's a nice peachy toned blush. It's pigmented, and it's not something that's too matte. It doesn't cling onto your skin, and it doesn't skip on your face as well. And this is a nice highlighter which is not like too silver looking. It has that subtle champagne hints to it, and it looks really nice once you like apply it with a lighter hand. It's just smooth. It doesn't emphasize any texture, and this is a really nice affordable face palette in case you find most face palettes to be really expensive. But also something else which is not priced really affordably. This one is for $4.99, but you can always find this on like really good discount for around $300 or less than that. This one is the Makeup Revolution Duo Blush and Highlighter in the variant Blushed. Is that the variant? I'm not sure. This is how it looks like. The blush is beautiful. It's just like a subtle nude blush, and it's really nice and pigmented. It's matte as well, and again, not that drying matte. It has that silky matte finish, and this highlighter again is really nice and smooth, a subtle gold highlighter. So this is something you can try out if you're looking for like more matte blushes and you don't really want cream blushes in your collection. If you want highlighters specifically, you can try out the Swiss Beauty Fusion highlighter. I have this one in the variant 01. This looks like a lot of like, you know, high-end highlighter on your skin. It's just really nice, smooth. It's not the most intense highlighter. You can intensify it, but I feel like, you know, if you wanted that subtle like glow, you can try this out. And same thing goes with the Mars Wonder highlighter as well. I've talked about this in a lot of videos. This one is the Mars Wonder highlighter. It's a little bit more gold compared to the Swiss Beauty one, but I feel like the formulation is very similar. They both are quite subtle and they don't look too much on your face. They don't emphasize a lot of texture. They do have shimmer particles, but very finely milled shimmer particles that don't look too stark on your face. And if I look extremely oily, it's because it's really hot in here. There's no power, okay? So I can't run the AC, nothing. So I'm just like sweating. It's all sweat on my face. Then speaking of contour, you can try out the Itex compact powder in the shade Contour. This is a really nice cool toned contour shade, very pigmented and blends beautifully. Again, a very affordable product that doesn't look like that on the face. So this is something you can try out. They also have a couple of other shade options if you wanted something a little bit more warm toned. And for eyebrows, I have this one. This is the Swiss Beauty eyebrow pencil, and this one is in the shade dark brown. This is a wooden eyebrow pencil, but I really like it because it gives me that precision. It gives me that definition that I want, especially now that my eyebrows are not like very well shaped, so it's like all over the place, and I get that precision I want with this one. I really like this, and this is again a really affordable one. I think there's one dark brown and I think there's a gray or black, but I prefer the dark brown one. And you can use this Blue Heaven Sculpt and Set Brow Gel to set your eyebrow in place in case you are someone who likes to set your eyebrow hair and you feel like it falls down or something. This is a pretty good eyebrow gel. Like, it has like that subtle brown, cool toned brown hint to it, and it works pretty well for my eyebrow hair. And then coming to eyeshadow palette, you can try out the Mars I Belong in Your Purse eyeshadow palette. I've talked about this so many times. This is one of my most used eyeshadow palette. This is the Smoke It Up variant, which is like your warm neutrals kind of an eyeshadow palette. You can try out the Swiss Beauty one as well. They have a couple of different variants in this. They also have this Mars Fantasy 15 eyeshadow palette, and this is in the variant 02. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. The matte shades are beautiful. Shimmer shades are really good again. And you can also try out the Nikake eyeshadow palettes. They have a lot of different variants. This one is the Autumn Spice one. Again, something that is like more bronzy and something that I really like. And again, the shimmer shades are beautiful. You can see that matte shades are again very nice and pigmented. Now, if you want an eyeshadow topper, you can use these liquid eyeshadows from Mars Cosmetics or Swiss Beauty. You have to use a base eyeshadow so that you don't really layer this one on too much. And then for liner, I like the Swiss Beauty or the Mars Sketch eyeliner. You can use either one of it. Both of this is very similar, and they are something that have worked out really well for me, but I've literally stopped using eyeliners, kajal and all of that. So you can check up other recommendations. I'm not the best one to give that to you. But for mascara, you can try out the Mars Fabuloso mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras. I've emptied this one out completely. It doesn't, like, there's no product coming out anymore. It's hard for me to even like get it out, but this is really nice lengthening as well as a volumizing mascara. Just make sure that you take off any excess product like right here in the tip and then apply it so that it doesn't get too messy and clumpy. And then for lip liner, you can try out the Mars lip liner. I know there are a lot of these things are from Mars and Swiss Beauty, but I feel like these are one of the best affordable brands I have tried out. So this one is the Mars lip liner. This is a wooden lip liner, but it is so creamy, so smooth. It gives you an even precise definition around your lips, and also you can fill in your lips with this. It's not too drying. And then for lipstick, I do have my Swiss Beauty non-transfer lipstick. In my opinion, one of the best lipsticks ever. Compared to affordable high-end, these are one of the best lipsticks. This is the shade Spice New that I have right now. They are nice, long wearing, pretty much transfer proof and just stay on your lips really well that way. Or if you want something that is a little bit more like on the creamier side, you can try out the Blue Heaven lipstick. This is in the shade Choco Swirl, which is a really nice everyday shade and a good dupe for the Wet n Wild liquid lipstick in the shade Give Me Mocha. And for a nice liquid lipstick formulation from the affordable range, I really like the Lakme Absolute Melt mini liquid lipstick. So these are priced at I think $4.99 or something, but you can always find them on discount. And this shade called Brown Souvenir is one of my favorite shades to use. And again, it's like a deeper nude shade for my skin tone. This is the shade. It looks beautiful, and they have a lot of different shade options in this one. And then when it comes to lip gloss, I really like the Insight lip gloss, which works pretty well, nice, and it gives you that beautiful sheen. It's not too reflective, but it's not something that's too subtle as well. It's not too sticky and heavy feeling on the lip. And so yeah, to set your makeup in place, and if you want to like seal the deal, I have the Mask Seal the Deal makeup fixer. So this is one of my favorite affordable makeup fixer because I've tried out a lot of it, and one is my Wet n Wild Photo Focus makeup fixing spray. I'm not sure if it's available anymore. I've emptied mine out. That's a beautiful setting mist, especially if you have dry skin. It adds a little bit of a glow to your skin. But apart from that, the other like setting mist that I have reached out for the most and I've been loving is this Mask Seal the Deal makeup fixer. It doesn't have the most like even spritz, but it's okay compared to a lot of like the affordable setting mist that you get in the market. And it does have a mild fragrance to it, but not heavily scented. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'll try to insert as many demos as I can in this video, but because there are quite a lot of products, I'm not sure if I would be able to do that. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below your absolute favorite product, and maybe it'll help a lot of people who read comments. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below, and while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.